Welcome, everyone, to the Trust the Plan podcast. I'm Nick, and this is our intern for the summer, Jacob Strom. Welcome, Jacob.
Thank you.
Now, Jacob has an intern that I like to... Jacob, the intern, has a nickname that I like to use, Jake the Snake, because I grew up in the 80s from WWF, Jake the Snake Roberts. He doesn't like that, so we'll just leave it there. But anyway, so Jacob you are a rising junior at Michigan.
Yep.
And what are you studying?
I'm studying economics. Really enjoying my time at University of Michigan. Involved in many economics clubs. Really enjoying the entire experience.
Great. Now I heard that there were about 100,000 applicants at UMich this time around. So you must have had pretty good grades to get in.
Yeah, and that number keeps on rising every year. Here, like the percentage of acceptance going down every year. It just speaks to how good of a school University of Michigan is. And yeah, I did work hard in high school. Made sure to do a lot of extracurriculars, and thankfully I did get in.
Okay, so did you have like a 4.0 in high school?
Yeah, I did have a 4.0. I think weighted it was like a 4.23 or something like that. Yeah, definitely put a lot of effort into the grades.
Okay, so that's tremendous. And the way that you get to the 4.2 something is by taking AP classes and honors classes?
Yeah, so
and getting a 5 in those? Is that
So yeah, the advanced placement classes, you need to get an A in that to get, I think, a 4. I think it's on a 5-point scale or something like that. And then if you want to transfer that credit into the University of Michigan, you basically have to get a 5 on the AP test. And I was thankfully getting a decent amount of 5s, so I was able to transfer a good amount of credit over.
Excellent. That's so that means you'll be a senior soon, maybe.
Yeah, I think I am actually technically a senior when it comes to standing.
Wow. Yeah. That'll save you some tuition money there.
Yeah.
So as a UMich econ, have you, and being here for, I guess about a month, what are you seeing real life experience in a registered investment advisor, financial planning firm like us, any relevant courses in econ? Because I have my own thoughts about this.
That is a good question. I would say a lot of the econ classes are very highly theoretical, I would say. Mm-hmm. And there are general intersections between the two. But I would say for the most part, we could be a little bit more hands-on. There was a class that I was trying to get into that was going over spreadsheets, and I guess that could kind of overlap, but I think there could definitely be more.
Spreadsheets.
Yeah.
There's a class at Michigan that I felt was the most relatable to our business. It was called Econ 310 Money and Banking or something like that. So I don't know if it still exists, but that was the one for me where it was most relevant. Otherwise, I agree, a lot of academic, a lot of theory, like Econ 101, 102, 401, 402. You took the 400 levels yet?
Yeah, so I've taken 401, 402, which is advanced micro and macroeconomics. And yeah, those are very, very theoretical based.
Yeah, those are bears. With calculus, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, tariffs. All the professors back in the day, all the econ professors, they say tariffs are dumb. They don't work. It's inefficient. We want free trade. Have you learned about this?
Yes.
Okay.
They still believe in this philosophy, I would say. We went over I forget what model it is, but we have there's a lot of models that we go over. Mm-hmm. And I was 402 advanced macroeconomics. And basically my professor was just saying that it doesn't make sense, and it would require the government to essentially produce more on their own. And they basically said that's not something that we should be doing.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's the same in my experience. Okay, so what kind of goals do you have for this summer and as you think about your future beyond the university?
Yeah, so from this summer specifically, I really just want to know if wealth management, financial planning is for me. And I want to also build my, talking skills, interpersonal skills. like talking with clients. I'm sitting in on a lot of meetings for clients, which has really been helpful. Note taking. Something that I didn't know that I would be getting a lot of experience with is memory recall. Because as you know, we have so many clients, so many different names, and just being able to recall that and like just know what's happening with all your clients is a really important skill to have, and something that I'm learning how to build myself. Yeah,
I agree. And so beyond that, what has been the most enjoyable experience here so far this summer, or what you thought that was most interesting that you've learned?
Off the top of my head, probably the Roth conversions you were showing me about. I actually had no idea the power of Roth conversions, because they save you potentially, millions in certain circumstances and taxes. And also, like at the time of death, when you're giving the Roth accounts to your beneficiaries, being able to give them tax-free money to use. I found that super interesting.
So are you telling your parents to do Roth conversions?
I have been talking to my parents about Roth conversions. Nice. Yes. Yeah.
Excellent. And so that means when you start signing up for your 401k and doing contributions, you're going to choose which option?
Roth.
Yes.
Definitely Roth if it's a possibility.
Excellent.
Which it's seeming like more places are allowing Roth.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, and annual Roth IRA contributions, you can use your earnings this year, right, from the summer job to fund a Roth IRA.
Yep. I already have a Roth IRA. My grandma is very generous. She actually matches what I earn and puts it in a Roth for me. I've been investing that. Yeah.
I love it. When I was your age, I didn't have any money, so I needed my summer earnings to pay for living. But the first thing on my list when I got my first JOB was funding that Roth IRA.
Yeah.
All right, Jacob. Well, thank you for joining the podcast. I think it's great that our clients can spend a little bit of time with you here and get to know you a little bit. And it's fun to hear from new people. So thank you.
Thank you.